social media has many positives. You can put out streams, you can keep in touch with friends and family, you can utilize it for a number of useful things. One of the things that you utilize a lot is to compare lives, and many people, in my experience of talking to people from coaching and therapy, they mention that they compare their life through social media. And the pitfalls of doing that are, one, the person who puts something out on social media, generally it's their show reel. It's a show reel. It's their best moment. It's a micro moment. You're not seeing 24 hours around the clock. They're not putting out, I've just stubbed my toe. It generally is a moment. And when you're checking social media, by the way, you're generally checking it when, as a distraction a lot of the time. So you're probably not in the best place anyway in certain situations. So that's one pitfall. And equally as well, what you might want to think about too, if someone's continuously putting how great their life is on social media, it probably is a cry for help in one sense, because if you're generally happy with your life and going about your business, yeah, you put the odd post and share the odd thing here and there, but it's very unlikely someone who's generally happy and at one with their life is going to continuously try and prove. I mean, who are they trying to convince anyway in that respect? So that's one of the pitfalls, and also it's a pathway to mediocrity. If you're going to compare your life to anyone, compare your life to the best version of you, the best person you can be, in the sense, what can I aspire to be? And there's plenty of people throughout the history of life and the world and at the moment, so you might want to sort of compare yourself to someone who is where you want to be, not just sort of consistently posting one thing or the other. So it is a pathway for me to mediocrity. So you might have a better day or a better moment than someone else. So what's the big difference? That's another pitfall as well. I think ultimately too, it distracts you from your own vision. And create your own vision, elicit your own values, what's important to you, and line yourself up to your own values, your own vision, and blaze your own trail and go for it, in adverse to being stuck in a certain situation and being reactive to the situation. You plan your day, plan your life, live the moment, be grateful, and be focused on where you want to go. And yeah, for sure, use it as a platform to share. It's great. I love seeing people doing stuff, and it's great to see people sharing stuff. It's wonderful. I really appreciate it. It's nice to see, because time is of the essence. It's hard to keep in touch with everybody all the time, and it's a useful medium for that, and to do stuff like streaming and so on and so forth. But I think for me, certainly free, and not exhaustive, by the way, and each individual is different. And certainly the free pitfalls is that you're comparing yourself to the person's show reel. It's not the big picture, and the chances are the person who's creating that show reel is probably deep down inside suffering from low self-esteem and doesn't really feel good about themselves. Otherwise they wouldn't be continuously trying to prove to everybody else how great things are. And it's a pathway for your own mediocrity as well, because in the end you don't stay aligned to your own vision. And finally, life is about creating your own vision. You can't really compare your life to anybody else's, only other than yourself. Live with passion. Boom!